Correct. Today I'm going to be performing IV piggyback IV administration. I have, my patient is Ellen Davis. Date of birth is 9/19/1965. No known drug allergies. Our doctor's orders are sodium chloride 500 mLs to be administered via gravity via 10 drop per ml tubing at 125 mLs per hour. The tubing I have is 21 drips per minute, as well as cefazolin in 1 gram and 50 mLs to be administered IV piggyback over 30 minutes at a rate of 100. So the rate's going to be 100 an hour because there's only 50 mLs in the bag and it's going over 30 minutes. He's also going to be given in 10 drops per ml tubing. As a secondary IV piggyback, that calculates out to 17 drips per minute, and the sodium chloride calculates out to 21 drips per minute. 17 and 21. All right. So first thing I'm going to do, I've already done some hand hygiene. This thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be checking my bags for patency, make sure there's no damage to either one of them. My medications. Inspecting medication, they match. Sodium chloride. The sealed bag is intact. Now I am assessing. No holes, no leaks. It is a new, fresh, sterile topper, intact. I'm going to go and grab my tubing. Now, carefully, I'm going to hold one, kind of hold it like this. Remove this, and to make sure I'm not touching that, take this and spike my back. Now, I learned this through TikTok. To keep the air from getting into the line, flip the bag over kind of like this and gently fill halfway, and then all the air is out. You flip, make sure your stopcock's still down, open it up. I'm sorry, roller clamp, not stopcock. And I'm gonna close it back again. And there we have a perfectly made primary IV line with no bubbles whatsoever, with the cap still on the end. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and prep our cefazolin 1 gram. As well as my secondary tubing. We're doing this via gravity in the IV tubing piggyback solution. Expires July 23. This one expires February 23. All right. Intact. Again, roller clamp down. Holding them separately. Pop that off. Make sure not to touch. Again, I'm going to push all that air out and get about halfway. Close it again and flip it. And there are no bubbles. Okay, and since this is a IV piggyback via gravity, in order to keep the antibiotic going in to completion before the NS continues to run, I need to lower the height of the NS. And I'm going to do that with this little tool here. So now my IV piggyback is going to infuse at before the NS will continue to infuse at 125 an hour. All right. So now that my medications are prepped and ready, let's identify our patient. My alcohol prep's ready. Let's meet our patient. We have Miss Ellen Davis here. Miss Davis, can you tell me your name and birthday? 1960. And just to be sure one more time, you don't have any drug allergies? All right, so we have your IV piggyback medication, your antibiotic again today. I just need to verify your name and birthday on your armband here. Verify that's her. All right, and now I'm gonna check your line. Make sure there are no signs of redness or infiltration. Any pain? No? Great. All right, so now I'm gonna start your OV rate. I'm gonna use my alcohol prep. After I put on my first gloves. Put these on, I don't want to get long. All right, now I'm going to scrub our hub vigorously. Some hospitals have different policies, or like 15 seconds, full minute, 30 seconds. Remove my cap from my primary. And apply my line. Make sure my IV is unlocked. Beautiful, beautiful. And then I'm going to slowly unroll the roller clamp to determine exactly 21 drips per minute. And I'll sit here for a full minute, counting my drips until they equaled 21. But for time purposes, I'm not going to sit there and count for a full minute to 21, but it would be, we're just going to say it is dripping at 21 and sit there and, use the roller clamp and count for a full minute until I was getting exactly 21 drips per minute. Now I'm going to move over to the piggyback station. Also, I'm going to scrub the site. Vigorously. Remove my cover on the tubing and screw it on. That's screwed in correctly. Now this one is also the 10 drops per ml tubing. The rate's going to be 100 ml an hour, and that's calculated out to 17 drops per minute. So again, for time purposes, I'm not going to sit here for a full minute and count my drops, but I would slowly unroll the clamp very, very slowly until I could start to get a drip, just like that, and then sit here and count out 17 drips for a full minute until I got that rate until I get the rate that I want. And if you'll notice, I don't know if you can see it, but now that this one's open and infusing and dripping, you notice this one has stopped. If these were at the same level, they would both be going, but they wouldn't be getting the medication at the administered rate or approved rate. If you had the primary IV or maintenance fluids above the antibiotic, the NS would actually fill up the antibiotic bag. It's just the way tubing works.